Internet boys and girls, how we doing tonight? It's the Basement Protagonist once again as your old hero host, Scumbag Sherm, live and back on the set from teaching eagerly how to hunt fools and peck eyeballs out. I know you saw Peacemaker, we did too. So tonight we're going to talk about it. Fresh, you got to let it roll. So guys, Will, Fresh, what's going on? How y'all doing tonight?
What's happening,
What up,
fam?
though?
Internets, what's going on? Spotify, what's going on? Anybody, the whole internet, the world, what's going on? Episode 6, Peacemaker. We're going to get right to it. Amazing episode. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it was fantastic, man. Fantastic television.
Oh, true indeed, man. I enjoyed every bit of it.
So the initial thoughts obviously are amazing, right? So we can gloss over it. Obviously, internets, if you're listening, if you're watching, all spoilers. You will get spoilers. Don't be mad. We're talking it. Okay. To conclude this episode, the butterflies have begun their takeover. What we thought wasn't a takeover to end episode 5, I think we're all under the impression that they're here to kill you. So I think Peacemaker is dealing with a world-ending problem all of a sudden for a street-level guy, right, guys?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in DC is always a cataclysmic event that's about to occur, destroy all human life. You know what I mean? And all he got is a blammer to do what he got to do.
All right. Now, honestly, we're going to recap 6 and predict 7. Obviously, this was a great episode. Like I mentioned in the start, in a little 2-second intro, Eagerly made his very, very dope appearance. There's a lot of moments in this episode. I think you got to see how dumb Vigilante actually is and how good of a character he is just for being down in the dynamic of him and Peacemaker. I really dig that. Honestly, we lost the 2 cop characters, and you'll never hear me say I like cops ever. But those 2 kind of were okay, right? You know what I mean? They weren't too horrible. Let me look at their names real quick, guys. I don't know if you know them off the top of your head. The Asian guy Asian woman who caught all kinds of flack to start the episode. I don't even want to repeat the joke. It was it was too unbelievable to be said out loud again.
Yeah.
You know. But I thought their comedic timing and their presence was perfect, but now they're gone, right? Like, dang, I thought, maybe we'd see them again. The butterfly, what did Peacemaker call him? He gave him a name, I forget, the one that's been trapped in the jar for the last few episodes.
Golf.
Yeah,
golf.
Yeah.
So Golf hit him with the finesse, said, hey, I'm here for peace, but I think it's clearly evident he wasn't. But at the same time, maybe he was, and during the escape, because the cops tried to come and snatch up Peacemaker in a hilarious scene of him and Vigilante, maybe in that moment, Golf's like, you know what, here's my opportunity, it's over,
Well, once we come up to the surprise portion where my man's was actually a butterfly himself, the black dude, Murn, and he was here to he was there to actually stop the total annihilation of the human population from as they put it. So you saw that Golf was already about that business. The butterfly, that was a spectacular scene where they actually rushed the police station and jumped down everybody's throats, murdered them, and took over their bodies. It was some great writing once again from this episode, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Right on.
Will, where you at?
Yeah, man, that was a dope episode, man. I guess they're gonna keep us guessing all the way up to the end, man. You got what Judo Master said, like, hey, these guys aren't the bad guys. That's what we try to interpret what he was getting ready to say was before he was shot. But I mean, their actions are saying otherwise. I mean, these guys are not, they're not just kind of putting you in a comatose type state. They're actually murdering you, So, you kind of go back to Peacemaker was banging essentially a dead body. I don't know what the whole purpose was between, that butterfly deciding to sleep with him, but up until the dossier was read on the bed, it was just, do they have attraction for humans, or I don't understand, but it's dope.
No,
It's a dope ride, man. I can't wait to the next episode.
that was the obligatory TNA to
Mm.
make sure that to keep the mature audiences engaged
Oh,
or
okay.
whatnot.
Not sure if I needed the necrophilia thought, but I appreciate that. Like that, you really bugged me out all of a sudden. Like, wait a
Right,
minute, this man's
right.
right. This man's absolutely right. Uh, so maybe we don't need more of that, but I do feel we don't need any more of that. Actually, yeah, it
Say
is
the
unfortunate
least.
the butterflies like murder people before they do what they do, right? Because now it was a dope scene when the golf called his homies and they all showed up in their little their spaceships, which was funny. It was a movie reference that John Cena said that referenced little ass alien, a movie with little ass alien spaceships. I forget what it's called. Internet's forgive me. I'll write it down next time. But it was a little dope moment. Like I felt like it was an homage to that, and I wouldn't be surprised. I know somebody's killing me right now. It was a bunch of old people with like miniature aliens that showed up, and they were in the shape of hamburgers and things. I only remember that because I got like the toys as a kid. Don't ask me questions.
Yeah, I had a couple questions myself.
It was deep dive, man. That was live on the spot. I don't know, but I feel like James Gunn's the type of guy that would do that type of stuff because that episode was dope. The miniature spaceship showing up and the butterflies taking over was one of the best things I've seen in a DC product, period. So I'm gonna just put it right there out there on the floor. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not.
It was. I don't appreciate though how Orange is the New Black did
Adebayo.
Waller's bidding
Adebayo.
and dropped that what you call it
Diary.
that diary on my man, so he looked like he's psychotic. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Cena looks like he's like the Unabomber or something like that. So that was pretty foul.
I think that's just the Amanda Waller effect, right?
Yeah, she's a scumbag of all scumbags.
So I'm wondering, was that the plan to basically frame him from the jump? Was she expecting? Was that like a contingency plan, or was that just what they had planned to do?
That's
You
what I
know.
think, Will. I think it was a contingency.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that was a plan from the get-go because they literally are murdered U.S. senators and kids or whatnot, and then you know what I'm saying, use that diary to be like, yeah, this dude was crazy when he killed them and kept moving. They're like, oh, it's the Peacemaker, so he's already a mass murderer, so
True.
should have been the kill in the first place.
And that, yeah, and I think that's a good, fresh. You're absolutely right. That's a great insight on Amanda Waller, her type of character she is, type of 3 steps ahead she is. Because honestly, like we discussed, Peacemaker's a street level dude just out here murdering people. You're damn right. I'm throwing him under the bus. You're right. That's a good call.
Yeah, but that's just how the game is, you know what I mean? Because if you look at it, he was part of the Suicide Squad, so they're there just to be burnt anyway after they do their bidding.
Yeah, burn after reading, as they say.
Mhm.
So how do you think Earn actually is the good butterfly? Are there good butterflies?
I'm thinking he's got an alternative motive of his own. He very well could be the head honcho. I mean, we really don't know. There's been so many twists up to this point. I don't want to make an early prediction and say like, yeah, you know, he's a good guy. I doubt that he is a good butterfly. I don't think any of them. I mean, he did essentially what the others have done. He killed a person and took over their body, so I don't think he's altruistic in his intentions as well. I think he's got a play of his own that we'll see in the next couple episodes.
Well,
Yeah,
he did have that soliloquy about like how he learned who that Murn was, and then you know he felt bad that he took over his body and all that other stuff. But I don't believe not one bit of it.
Yeah, because murder is still murder at the end of the day. You know, oh, my bad, I murdered this guy. Even if he was a scumbag, you still murder him.
No, true indeed.
So our old buddy Vigilante, how does he progress into the story? I feel like he's gonna save the day because Peacemaker's been having like a stream of consciousness where he's finally admitted out loud that he doesn't want to kill kids. So I feel like that's a big moment for his character. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's saying he don't want to kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's saying he don't have a problem like killing aliens or whatever though. But you know, I'm all for heroes being heroes, villains being villains. I'm hoping that eventually Vigilante's consciousness will catch up with him, and he's just murdering people for jaywalking. You know what I'm saying? He's funny, but like for me, man, right? He's a nut job. I'm very gray and black, you know, white and black when it comes to my heroes. You know what I'm saying? The gray area is fun, but you know, it's time to kind of start towing the line and saying, okay, which are you? Are you a hero or are you a villain? You know, I'm just hoping that Vigilante makes it out of this series alive. I don't want him to become a butterfly. I want him to make it out this series. He's a definitely breakout character.
Yeah, I think he'll hold the show down on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what? I don't even want to know. This guy's going to be shooting people in the face for, you know, hitting carts at the grocery market. I don't know about that. I would like to see him. I don't know if I need it. I don't know if I need a vigilante story.
He's just starving for action, man. He ready for whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's just starving for action.
Why do you think the butterflies free Vigilante and Peacemaker? Let him go in the what was that, a Broham they escaped in or something? Some kind of old school.
Well, my man set it up for them to escape before he actually got taken over. The shady dude that became the sheriff. You set it up for him.
Oh, that was his pops' friend. We haven't speaking of which, you haven't talked about his pops, because his pops is about to be on the move in his white dragon uniform, which honestly was a little disappointing for me. I thought it was going to be a little sicker, but he's in the KKK, so I don't know what the hell I was expecting.
What do you expect?
Yeah, it did look very gimmicky type. Really, you know, it didn't look like armor. You know, it don't look all that powerful to me. It looked like one of Peacemaker's helmets could probably keep up with whatever the tech he's using in that. But you know, I'm definitely interested in seeing the dynamic between that fight. I'm thinking we probably gonna get that full flesh out of that origin story that they've been teasing us with up to this point in this next episode.
Yeah, we got. I think. Well, personally, I got the gist of it. As we've already said, and that's full spoilers. Peacemaker's an idiot. Accidentally killed his brother. But even though I don't know if we have valid proof he killed his brother. They didn't really show him like punching him in the face, but something went down between the two of them, and his brother died. You know what I mean? And that kind of sent his dad to a frenzy. And you kind of see why his dad treats him how he does. And that was a moment.
I feel like nothing is as it's presented initially in this series. So we don't want to just jump the gun and say, hey, yeah, you know, he killed his brother by mistake. You know, we really don't know what the circumstances were. His brother could have just got punched in the face and had a seizure. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know.
They didn't show the physical punch. You know what I mean? They just kind of implied some rough housing was going on, and boom, he's dead. You know what I mean?
No, man. They're racist, so it could be anything.
Yeah, I guess it is. I was thinking that too. Honestly, first I was thinking that, like, okay, if they both survive, would they still grow up as raging racist? And should I care? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do I fit in as this? As, you know,
I feel nothing.
I still like the show though. You know, James Gunn been doing his thing, so I do care actually. Adebayo and Amanda Waller, who should honestly be the whole entire DCEU focus. Honestly, when it comes to, she should be playing everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Waller is like Thanos.
I don't know. I wouldn't call her Thanos, but she can. If you're a DC Comics reader, you know that Amanda Waller's had her hands in a little bit of everything, no matter who the character is, some form, some way, might have connected back to her. If we can get somebody to embrace that, you know, we'll see. We might be on to something, but that's a whole nother subject. And obviously, if you missed the, DCEU, go back and listen to that one, internet. fellas, any more predictions for the upcoming episode? I mean, any more, thoughts and takes on this one? I don't know. I feel like we're going fast, but I don't know.
A lot of people gonna die.
I got a feeling, yeah. I feel like somebody on the team's gonna die. I feel like Judo Master's gonna probably kick the bucket. I could see Vigilante kicking the bucket. I mean, because we've already got different iterations of that character in the comics, so somebody else can come along and pick up that mantle. But I'm hoping that it's not Adebayo, but he's slow on the uptake, so he's not realizing how much these people are playing him. As I'm thinking about it, Economos, the tech guy, probably framed his father purposely at Waller's behest. So I mean, and then he's got his boy Vigilante who tried to kill his pops. I mean, at every turn they have shown to not really be team players and to really be working against Peacemaker at points. So all this stuff is going to start to come out in this next episode. Let's see if the team will, you always had that episode where the team gets disbanded, or that portion of the movie where we rocking together and then I find out something and we split apart. I'm thinking that that's what's going to happen in this next episode.
So the big reveal's coming, huh?
Yep.
I don't know if anyone knows anything though, outside of Waller's kid, who looks like she wants to fold at every moment. I can buy that. I feel like I think Vigilante's not gonna. Somebody's gonna hit him with a dose of reality, and he probably won't take it very well. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody dies per se, because why would anybody? I can't. Writing reasons why I just can't see. Maybe outside of what's her name, the strong white chick.
Hardcore.
Yeah, hardcore. Yep.
Hardcore or parkour? What'd you say?
Hardcore.
Hardcore. Yeah. Okay. Outside of hardcore, I feel like she might be the only one that bites the dust, but I don't know.
Because she is kind of technically right now the heart of the team.
Yeah.
So the heart of the team is always the one that kicked the bucket.
Right. She probably died trying to save Economist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he's soft. So
Well,
probably.
He murdered the gorilla.
Yeah.
He chainsawed the gorilla. And then
right.
So he took down Judo Master when nobody else couldn't.
Listen, I don't know if episode 7 is called "Shit Really Hits the Fan." That would, if that's what the episode title is called here, as I see on the internet, then I think all theories might just be right in that case. Then everything might go left.
Butterflies took over the whole police department. You know what I mean? So
and
they have a little bit of leeway to do whatever they need to do.
They got big guns too, and a lot of manpower. I feel like see, so when you say that, because we are approaching the end, where does his dad factor again? Where would his dad factor in? I don't want some accidental. Hey, one storyline's about to wrap, then his dad walks on the scene and boom, solves all the problems or something like that. I don't like those very convenient endings. So I don't really know how the butterflies and the races fit together, but I am damn intrigued.
I kind of feel like his dad is going to start off as an enemy, and then once he realizes what the true threat is, he's going to switch sides and he's going to become one of them. I can't say that he's going to make it out of the series alive, but I can see him coming there initially to kill them, and then realizing like there's a larger threat looming, a lot of racist jokes, and him switching sides and helping save the day in the end.
I think otherwise. I think they're going to complete their mission. They're going to kill whatever cow that's keeping the butterflies alive on that planet, and then the dad gonna come in and murder somebody or two, and then Peacemaker gotta thwart him or whatnot.
Oh, so you think the dad is the big baddie of the
Well,
series?
well, the butterflies are the big baddie. He's like the beeline story of the baddie. So I can see like the crew killing the cow, making and defeating the butterflies, and the dad coming in at the umpteenth hour and then murder somebody trying to kill a Peacemaker or something like that. I can see a twist like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially
I
if
would
it is Orange and the New Black to get murdered.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a butterfly take over the Grand Dragon either, or whatever he called himself. I really wouldn't. And then he just solves two problems at the same time. So that's I don't know. I'm expecting all chaos. I'm curious to see what the internet's expecting. Hopefully we can get some comments, likes, subscribes, and comments in the comment section, because it's a good discussion. Peacemaker's been a good show, and the Basement Protagonist has been here to talk to you about it. So with that being said, you can always follow the discussion on YouTube, of course. You can stream us on Spotify, Apple Music, all of those good things. Everything else, we're on the Facebook. Please follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/Basement Protagonist. We carry a lot of discussion on there, memes, things of that nature. That's more active. Just in case you're missing us, you can always check in on us. With that being said, guys, I think it's a good discussion tonight for a recap of 6 and an upcoming discussion of 7. I don't know if you got any more you want to add before we call it quits for the evening, guys. Will or Fresh?
Nope.
I don't have nothing else.
So like the rest of us in the internet, we're all just looking forward to episode 7, it sounds like.
Oh, true indeed.
Definitely.
All right, man. With that being said, that's what we're going to catch back up to you, internets. Episode 7, look out for that discussion. If you haven't, looked on before, please check our previous content. You'll like everything we've been doing. We've been trying to hit you with great discussion and all types of things, from Boba Fett to what the hell is DCEU doing to Spider-Man, all kinds of stuff. Keep looking out for more content. We're going to keep giving you more and more, because that's what we do here at the Basement Protagonist. And with that being said, I am your hero host for the evening, good guy Sherm, and I'm gonna leave you with that. Peace.
Peace.